Hey everybody, Raundup here. It's been a little while since my last stream, so I'm going to quickly review what has been going on. More or less, to summarize briefly, I've been getting my butt kicked by Mechanoids. I've devised a way to win some of these smaller skirmishes, but every now and then an event can set my way that I cannot handle. And yet, here I have a poisoned ship part still here that I have to deal with. Now, a few people have messaged me more efficient ways of dealing with these Mechanoid attacks, and I might take some of their advice in dealing with this one. But so Artemis just recently joined us, and then I sent Dan and Ash, who were recent joins as well, to go trade, and they just finished off their trade. So they're coming back with a simple prosthetic leg, which I will install, some Devilstrand stuff that I bought, and I am just trying to secure us from future attacks. So in last stream, we did have quite a lot of Panthers I've yet to train, but we had quite a lot of Panthers get traded. So as you can see here, I've got myself a little bit of a Panther army. A lot of them are also pregnant, which helps. And soon they will all be able to be released. It's actually been quite funny. They've been picking fights with all of the other herbivores, omnivores, and carnivores in this map. Now, they haven't picked a fight with a grizzly bear yet, but they've picked fights with like wolves and stuff, and they are absolutely obliterating the wolves. Given that I've lost some of my colonists, some of my tribe members to wolves, it is pretty nice to see the Panthers just shredding wolves. It's fun. Brings me a wee bit of joy. So here's how I'm going to do it. I am going to pop this. I will do it like this. Right now I'm on really slow time here, so as to not waste too much. So what I'm going to do here is I'll have a granite door that leads to somewhat of an escape hatch, so I can melee it and then run away more or less in cover until I can get out north so I can trigger them. And then what I think I'll do is have Viho here model what max range might look like in just a second. So it looks to me like max range is going to be right about there. I don't know if I actually want to fight them that way. That hasn't been the way I've been most successful lately. So I gotta figure that part out as well. But, you know, I might do it like this. I might have them choke up a little bit. Use some of the natural rock outcroppings and see if I want to fight this way. I probably don't, but you never know. So I'm going to get that constructed. Fortunately for me, poison ships aren't an immediate threat, unlike psychic ships, which will drive me crazy. Psychic ships, you know, I had an event, either last stream or the stream before, where it got extremely bad. People were going just about psychotic, and I barely was able to deal with it in time. So that was a little touch and go. So I don't wish to be in that kind of situation again. I do hope that I'm getting some heal root going. Well, in last episode, I also tested whether it's viable to have a heated sort of internal grow operation, specifically for Devilstrand, because it takes so long to harvest, or whatever you want to call it. No, it is not at all viable. Not really. A model. Nope. I don't really need models. that is a good tip, Goody Two Shoes, in my channel, saying if you down the HP below half, they rush the base. That's what I've been trying to do in the past, but what has stopped me is that the Scythers are really, really dangerous targets to have shooting at me without me being able to, you know, it's just dangerous, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I was planning on walling off a single pond somewhere around here. That is sort of what I was going for if you look at this setup. So that's still, oh, they're just eating. That's still somewhat how I'm planning on dealing with this, is to force the Mechanoids into a fight with me, but if that doesn't work, I want some backup. I'll have whoever my fastest walkers are under this cover in case that single melee pond doesn't work out quite the way I envision. Oh, great. A bucket of yayo falling from the sky. Of course, I pick the one person that never hauls to try to haul it. Where are you going, Harriet? Let's haul that chunk. Alright, so let's pop all these doors open. Getting that finished off. Yep. Making sure my panthers heal. They've been fighting for their food. I'll probably also wait for Dan and Ash to get home before I mess with the poison ship. More hands will be welcome. I don't want to be understaffed for this fight, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Let's plop a torch back into our temple. And into our hospital. What's wrong with you, Artemis? Ah, you're just healing up from your wounds. That's fine. Now, once my convoy gets back, they'll finally have enough resources to make a small gold statue, which is pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to make it immediately, given the fact that my artists aren't that good. Who's my best artist? We're at 14. I'll probably try to get up more to like the 18 range before attempting. Wanyet, or Braga here. Sad about a fiance dying. But you've had a lot of fiancés. And you still have more, actually. Alright, so Artemis is finally fully healed. Oh, Harriet is being attacked by a cougar. There is really no one in the area here. Alright, let's see what I can do about animals. I can release the wolf, but Harriet can't be bound to the wolf. I don't know if I really have an answer for this, to be honest. Man, these guys sure know how to piss me off. I'll send Artemis too. Yeah, at this rate, Harriet's just going to be eaten before I get her help, I think. I mean, chiefly part of the problem is I have a lot of, yeah, she's down. I will just have to kill that cougar. That's a sucky way to go. Yeah, I think at this point, it stands that I need to... Oh, what am I trying to make? Sarcophagus. I really need to purge really all the animals. Like every single goddamn animal that's a meat eater from the map. There we go. Artemis took care of it. She is bit a little bit, but fine for now. She'll make it back to get some health. Yeah, these predators are really, really annoying. So I think I'm going to do a predator roundup soon. What's really annoying about it is there's plenty of easier game around. It's not like the map is just all predators and then there's me. There's plenty of, you know, easy game like boom rats and boar and turkeys and stuff, but yet they come after me. Why? I have no idea. Alright, Artemis, you're bleeding everywhere. Let's get you patched up. And we have a pirate raid that they were preparing. Alright, so they warped in and immediately are firing on my animals. So I gotta stash the animals because I'm likely to lose a boomlope. Maybe even a panther. Alright, so that benefited me in a way. They have doomsday launchers that they're using on my pets. So that's just less chance of me getting hurt. Now, here's the weird thing is, I just had Broadway the wolf, who should be in lockup, just left. For why, I have no idea, but it's going to get him killed. The animals here aren't really listening to orders, which is the chief problem. So yeah, these pirates... Oh, and that cougar got back up. It should bleed out, yeah. He is, in fact, bleeding out. These pirates came with 2 doomsday launchers. Hey, get inside. What is your malfunction? Alright, this boom rat is very likely to go. There it goes. This boom will did make it inside, but we'll need medical attention. So yeah, it's a bummer that I lost some animals here, but those, you know, truth be told, those 2 doomsday launching jackass have been shot down by me. Had my animals, you know, immediately taken cover. Now, of course, they didn't. But had they immediately taken cover, I probably would have killed them in transit into the base. But it's just annoying that they have so much firepower. Alright, so Viho is my only doctor, but Viho is not of sound mind at the moment. So I am going to hopefully attend to this boomlope soon. Just don't have anyone that can. I guess I can treat it with Artemis. What's Artemis's medicine? 4. So she needs practice, but she is an interest in medicine, so that's not terrible. That at least will be useful. Useful little practice. Alright, so any second now, these pirates ought to be coming for me. Yep, here they go. Alright, so I don't really have a lot of people that will fight. Artemis is melee. I believe she's a brawler. Yeah, she's even a brawler. So she'll be at the end of the rainbow here. And the only 2 shooters I have for this fight are Jones and Viho. Luckily, Viho is a badass with a bow, but Jones, I don't know. Do have a wild timber wolf. looks like Braga's back with us. Now, of course, Braga's a pacifist, so will not be contributing to this raid. I'm actually relatively surprised Viho hasn't downed anyone yet. Usually he does by now. Guess they've decided to pick at my walls rather than... Oh, nope. Now they're moving through. Rain here, of course, is... Oh, they're fleeing. Oh, it wasn't that hard. It's too bad those Doomsday people got their shots off, because I think this would have been a lot different had they not. Yeah, Missa. Jones's passions are pretty amazing, and he's too smart, which means he's learning everything extraordinarily fast. Or she, excuse me. The only male I have right now is Viho and Braga. The only two. Alright, so Viho is a major break risk. Viho need to do something about that, clearly. But I'm going to release the animals. They're no longer stuck in lockup. Let's check this no roof area. Yep. That looks about right. Yes, one thing I will be doing with Jones is training the bow skill. In fact, I'll do some of that right now. How far is Dan? Oh, they're almost home. In no time. Alright, caravan is home. It's funny, the Muffalo are following each other. Must be hungry. Hungry, hungry Muffalo. Alright, Jones takes another caterpillar down. Because Jones is engaged, I can push her to do a lot more learning than she would otherwise be capable of. But I'm going to give her rest now. Tolus Unknown, you said don't forget to take their arms off. I don't trade with anyone that will even buy their arms, and I won't implant their arms, so I have no use for their arms. All they do is jack up my colony's net worth and become problematic, which is why I just destroy them. I do have that prosthetic leg, though. But alas, Dan is my best doctor that isn't Viho, and Viho needs the leg, I believe? Yep. Viho, hell, needs a leg and an arm. So I don't know if I really trust Dan to perform that procedure. Alright, so Harriet has been buried, and I still have bodies that I'm cleaning up from the attempted pirate raid. It's good that it's at least cleaned up. So Dan, I believe, was my... what did I have Dan doing? He wasn't going to be my artist. He's my warden, I believe. Yep. Yeah, Dan was my warden and also a doctor. Let's try to get that going. And I don't know if I'm going to have anyone to warden anytime soon, given that I've been murdering everyone that comes. But we will try. So now Dan has the... Oh, let's fix that. Dan now has the cowboy hat, which he should have, given the fact that he's my warden. Let's look at these work priorities one more time. So we've got some people in mining. Oh, a Heatwave. Lovely. We are late spring. Alright, so that's not to be messed around with. These kind of late spring heat waves. So I am going to immediately start working on that. Who's my constructor? Alright, Jones, I'm going to make it you. Primarily because VHO doesn't really haul. Alright, so this room now will be cooler in order for people that are overheating to seek refuge from the heat. That's something I've forgotten to do in the past, and it really bit me. Bit me in the butt pretty bad. A lot of people were brink of psychotic break and passing out and whatnot. Not good stuff. Now, I only have 6 colonists, and I'm in the middle of a heat wave. I think I'm going to wait to do this poison ship until I have no heat wave looming, because that's a wee bit dangerous, I'd say. Unfortunately, this heat wave is causing the growth not to grow very fast due to heat now, instead of cooling. It's kind of ironic. And it is climbing. It's a good 120 almost out. So nothing to mess around with. Oh, finally I'm getting some herbal medicine out of my operation. That's good. Now, one thing I have noticed is Braga is so busy training animals that he is not cooking. So I'm gonna take. I'm going to deprioritize. Actually, I can leave these as 2. So now, we'll cook first, then handle. Because we have some animals that will spoil soon, so I really want to get them butchered and get their meat processed. Because nothing lasts very long in this heat. Oh, look at your gear. You're just 1 pants away from being a Devilstrand man. Good stuff. Oh, it looks like the beer actually was harvested, or fully fermented, I should say. I was worried that this heat wave would destroy my brew, but it has not. It's pretty good stuff. Alright, Jones, I'm going to put you back to work. Back to training, really, is what I should say. Trying to get you shooting 5. Down goes another. Now, luckily for me, everyone's wearing dusters, I think, at this point, so that means that their temperature range, acceptable temperature range, is a lot higher. Granted, a lot of them are wearing toques as well, which has the inverse effect. Toques don't help with heat like that, but at least the dusters do. The dusters give me probably around 18 degrees, I think it is. Yep, 18.5 degrees. Or so, depending on quality. Oh, this one gives me 31, so that's certainly keeping me, I don't want to say insulated from the heat, because that doesn't make sense, but protected from the heat is, I guess, the way it works. Alright, so Braga is cranking through the backlog of animal corpses. And all these centipede corpses are filling up my dump there. It's getting to be a robotic dump. Electronic waste is how it's labeled in the real world. E-waste. Oh, we also have a scyther here. Didn't even notice. It's too bad there's no one to sell this scyther crap to. I mean, of course I could build a Mechanoid bench normally, but I will not ever implement that kind of technology in this colony, so... Alright, that might be the last of the training I can give Jones. So we almost got up to 5. Oh no, there's some more, but I'm not going to force Jones with a sour mood to keep going. Don't want to push him too hard, you know? But yeah, there's 5 more Mechanoids. Just goes to show how many Mechanoids I end up killing. You know, I have a whole graveyard of Mechanoids. At this point, like, honestly, I could even make a little Mechanoid graveyard celebrating all the Mechanoids I've killed. Yeah, I mean, right now, because they're unroofed, they do disintegrate over time. Yeah, I'll give that some thought. Maybe that's something I do. A little bit of celebration. So another cool thing about having all these panthers is they keep killing all these animals for me. Ooh. I have a raid of Mechanoids incoming. Alright, so animals, let's get you all locked up. I do now have a boomalope and a panther, or 2 panthers I can release. I don't think I'm going to be releasing them on Mechanoids. And additionally, I don't think this... Oh, this panther might make it back home. You never know. But Ash, I don't think I'm going to have you haul. You know what, actually... No, beating fire out? Yeah, you can haul the ibex. Caterpillars are slow. Yeah, this panther did make it out. Missa, I do believe Jones was named after someone, but you can be Artemis. Artemis was not named. Where are you going, Missa? Beating fire out? No. That would be a grave mistake, doing it in front of all those Mechanoids. So now I have to, from a bird's eye view, I'm kind of making sure that no one is approaching the Mechanoids, because that'll get me messed up pretty quick. So I do believe Dan and Ash can shoot. Neither of them are pacifists. So Ash wants the nicest bedroom, and has a very, very nice bedroom. So I guess that's fine. I don't even know where Ash is sleeping. Oh yeah, in a very impressive bedroom. That's good. Alright, those caterpillars are moseying on over. Just keeping an eye on everything. How's that? Did that panther... Oh, it's getting patched up now. Perfect. Now it's going to have a burn scar and an eye, but that's alright. Doe went crazy, but not my concern. Got some minor break risks. Viho here has not been doing so well, because your sister died, and you've been rebuffed by an engaged woman. Well, you know, if you didn't ask out engaged women, maybe it wouldn't bother you. So now I'm house restricting everyone, because I suspect... why is one centipede so much slower than the other? 0.65 opposed to 0.8. Are you wounded in some way? Strange. 60% movement efficiency, but for no discernible reason. They all have a little bit... I don't know what's going on. Whatever. They're all slow today. Alright, I'm going to take everyone but miss a... Alright, I'll just take the 4. Get them lined up and ready to fire. So here we go. Yeah, it has been a while. I've been really, really busy as of late. My schedule will fluctuate, so I hope I don't stay really busy. Ideally, I wouldn't, but I will be looking to get a proper schedule put up so that everyone can know when I'm going to stream. Alright, so that centipede there is getting wrecked, but it's walking backwards, so I'm not going to worry about that priority-wise. I'm going to have everyone move up for a better shot on the other ones. Hasn't been months, it's been like a week. Y'all are junkies, but I'm happy to supply. Fortunately, shooting at 2 of these centipedes, ooh, gave birth. Wait, look at that. If I miss one, I hit the other. Now, I do have a the maze of Death Trap Doom to fall back on if this all goes wrong. I don't want, you know, the sooner I get them downed, the less I have to... Wow, they actually broke slag with their bows. The less or fewer traps I have to reset, so I do intend to bust them open. You should be at 5 now. Oh, yep, you're 5. Learn maxed for the day, though. That's fine. Oh boy. They've gotten mad. Oh, it's because of Missa. I failed to notice Missa was a target. Alright, let's have everyone break line of sight. Missa, I know you got set on fire, but you have to stop wandering now. I'm gonna get everyone killed. Let's see if they'll still fire on me. I don't think they will now that there's no available targets in that area. This is somewhat of a zoning exploit, I guess you could call it. But without it, I wouldn't have a tribe, so I use it. Speed this up a bit. Alright, I'm going to dismiss Viho so Viho can start patching people up. I don't know where this attacking steel door, I don't know what door that Mechanoid is going for, but I'm just going to let it wander around for a bit. Oh, Miss Viho wanted to use the good medicine. That's cute. And not gonna fly. Now I might actually use the good medicine for the medical procedures I've yet to do. Time will tell on that one, but for now, herbal. So actually, on that note, let's make sure everyone's on herbal, which they were not. But they are now. So I was asked, why are they not shooting at my bowman across the water? So it's some engine error with pathing. So what's happening, I'll try to explain, is although yes, they have enough range to shoot my people, the way the engine is calculating is that the enemies have all of this ground through the death maze to cover before my people are a viable target. So what happens is my people, because they're not restricted by the same AI, are free and happy to fire on the Mechanoids, but the Mechanoids can't return fire because the Mechanoids simply don't know how, I guess is the best way to put it. Now, whether this gets patched in the future or not, I have no idea, but for now, it is a little engine exploit that I've found, and the way it works is you just have to have a non-pathable territory as a window. So it would work here because here's all this water that can't be accessed from the outside. You can't walk straight to it unless you're going through doors. Because the enemies won't... And here's another place where you could exploit it as well. If you dug a little window out of here, anyone in this area could be fired on, but would not return fire in here unless there was a short path. So if, like, you just started digging from here, you dug like this. Here, let me just demo it to explain. If you dug from the shallow water and just started digging like that and you camped on the other side of this water, you would get shot because the path to the enemies is only just really around the lake, and that's a short distance. But if you dug a maze, let's say you dug back and then you dug around and then you dug out the window, then that would work because the AI will calculate that this is the distance they have to cover, rather than, you know, just shooting over the water. I guess basically I think the AI is calculated to figure out that they need a path to someone before they can shoot at them. Something along those lines. I haven't actually looked at the code myself. It's just a little exploit I found many, many, many patches ago and have been using since because it's pretty useful, to be honest. Pretty damn useful. Alright, I have no idea what door that panther is, or panther, that centipede is going for. Not a clue. It seems to be wandering, if you ask me. It's saying it's going after a steel door, which means it's this one or that one. I'm not sure which. I guess it's this one. Now, I really don't want it to break in, so I'm hoping it loses interest. Otherwise, I'm going to have to make an animal zone and move my animals further away. Because I don't, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do that right now. So let's add a little refuge area and give my animals... I'll just put them here. There's plenty of food and whatnot there for them to be for now. Fortunately, a lot of my animals are asleep. Oh, was that an animal zone? No, I don't think it was. New animal area. That was my bad. Now, the animals being asleep will be a bit of an issue because they could get shot at anyway. So I'm hoping that's not the case, but what I think I'm going to do here... Dan, you are... How much... Oh, that door's gone. Yeah, and then, mental note, there's cargo pods there. Now, are you coming in? Yes, you are. That's just rude. You're shooting panther pups. Now, fortunately, anyone that gets shot will head to the refuge. But that does not to say that damage won't be done. So Dan is going to do some heroics here to try to pull that Mechanoid off of my panther and boomalopes. I'm hoping to get aggro on it and pull it away. All I really need to do is fire it on it a few times and it will consider me a greater threat than the animals who are trying to sleep here. I could, yeah, delete the beds. But now I have to put them all back. At least they were sleeping spots. Oh, and the heat wave is over. Dan has, as you can obviously see, appropriately gained aggro on this Mechanoid. And I'm really hoping this Mechanoid starts to path back to my base the normal way. No, don't repair that wall. I think once it takes that wall segment out, it will find a better something more useful to do than just to bash my stuff. But here's the thing, I have got a lot of really wounded animals, and I also have 2 doctors that need training. So let's lift this restriction and get Viho and Dan to go treat some panthers. Alright, so now it's trying to attack a marble sarcophagus here, which means it's coming through the death hallway again, which is good. So another thing I might do for the future is creating airlocks at all the... Whoa there! That was dumb. I don't know what he was trying to path to, but I'm glad I stopped him before that was fatal. So I'm going to create little... You know, I'm not going to create airlocks. That was sort of a freak occurrence, I think. Alright, so is Dan in there as well? No, Dan is not in there, because Dan's an asshole. Oh, is that the last one that needs patching up? No, it is not. Dan, come on, buddy. Go do your job. Alright, Jones is wandering. I'm hoping not wandering outside. Oh, Missa. Seriously? Yeah, I'm really gonna have to deal with these wild animals. This is getting absurd. Whatever Braga has to release, let's get released. Come on, guys. I don't think I can down it in time. I think you only have 1 bite left in you. Yep. Alright, that's... I've just about had it with these fucking animals eating my colonists. So every single one of them will be hunted by me. Well, Missa, you wanted a colonist to be named after you. Now you can be buried. Alright, where is the... Oh, Mechanoid's still very slow. Seriously? Why is there a grizzly bear in my base? Jesus Christ. This is like laughable now. Come on, Jones. I think if you're having a psychotic break, a great time to snap out of it would be when you're being eaten by a grizzly bear. There we go. At least I rescued Jones. Alright, I'm going to restrict everyone to home for now, just so they don't go wandering away. Because obviously I have a lot of grizzly bears that want to do me harm. So I don't care for people to be too far from base while that's the case. So let's check up on all my animals. I still have some animals that need some health here. I think that's the last one actually. I think all the others have been patched up. So I'm gonna put them back into locked up, except for the one I have to rescue. Oh, died to blood loss. And Dan has an infection because I've been so busy. Double infections. It's my favorite kind. Alright, so Jones can't walk. Viho is busy. Ash, you're the only one that's free to fire at the moment. Alright, let's... There we go. Now you're no longer bleeding everywhere, at least. So Jones is now able to walk. This Mechanoid is downed. So we're done with those Mechanoids. Now, of course, I still have other stupid Mechanoids to deal with. But I'm going to wait a little while till Dan is probably healed up. So immunity's very easily going to outpace the infection there. Missa, you were fully consumed by the panther? I guess. So I don't even know if you're going to have a body to bury. I've been a little busy dealing with Mechanoids and other bears that I don't believe I can even assign this to you. Wonder if that's a mood debuff. Yeah, it doesn't look to be. Well, at least you fed your pets, right? You're always telling me to tame things. So you don't get a grave. It was a shoddy grave anyway. A poor attempt at a grave. Alright, so the animals now are free to roam. I'm going to leave refuge in place just in case. It's possible that I'll need it in the future. It's a dark world we live in, that's for sure. Alright, so my wealth definitely could drop a bit. That's probably one of the reasons why I keep getting these difficult events happening over and over. Alright, let's ferment some beer. After all that happened, I think we're going to want some beer. Fortunately for me, Missa, or Artemis as she was previously known, was not really with the group very long, so no one really had a connection to her. So they're not mourning another loss. I've had a lot of losses already, mostly due to grizzly bears. Grizzly bear related losses. Which means, even though I'm a little short-staffed, I might just go hunting for the remainder of the grizzly bears. Do the mechs in my stockpile add to my wealth? You know, that's a very good question. I don't think they're worth anything, so probably not, but I could be wrong about that. I mean, they don't seem to have a worth, whereas everything else, no matter what you pick, has a market value. There doesn't seem to be a market value attached to a dead Mechanoid. So I'd like to say no. I can't definitively know that it's not adding. I mean, I could look it up if I was to open the dev menu, but I'm not gonna do that at the moment. Yes, I do have the cargo pods, and they were marble. So that's helpful. I do use marble. This community is a marble and granite community. Alright, let's get you some more treatment, Dan. The immunity is outpacing the infection. Not by a lot, but by enough. It only needs to outpace it by a percent. So I don't need to cut out the liver or anything. Oh, Panther is being attacked by a Grizzly. Alright, these Grizzlies are pissing me off. Now, I have too many wounded people to deal with it at the moment, but I am just about done with Grizzlies. They are really bad. Now, unfortunately... Oh, no, Jones can have Panthers, too. Alright, that's helpful. Because if it was just Braga actually can't fight. Which means... Which means I can't really release anything with Braga all that effectively. But Jones here is a fighter, so we'll be doing that. Alright, so Dan is up on his feet. That's good news. Oh, someone just told a funny story. They learned that 2 unconnected pawns will have a massive 2-week mood penalty if you try to harvest a healthy liver to save your master crafter's life. Yeah, if you harvest, honestly, if you just harvest anything, to just anyone that isn't guilty, a prisoner that's guilty, you're gonna have a mood debuff, unless you're a psychopath. That's just the way the game goes. An issue of balance. Alright, I'm going to check up on the needs of my people. So, one yet, a season in 3 days. That's not looking good so far. Let's see. Moderate amount of pain. Yeah. Awful hospital. Is it, though? Yeah, I guess there was a lot of blood under the bed that I didn't see. Well, now you're not in an awful hospital. This is why I check on this stuff. Fiance Wanyet died. Yep. Sick, but you're getting over it. Ash has no connections, so he doesn't even care that anyone died. Just another Mechanoid. Alright, well things are, I wouldn't say back to normalcy exactly, but they've stabilized a little bit. Now I am down a bunch of people that I would preferably have alive. But I might just be in a position soon to deal with those bears. I do hope that some additional panthers here get fully trained. It's interesting, they never use this door. I have it set to open and stay open when someone passes through it, but nobody has chosen to pass. I guess it's just a door that has no use. Yeah, I plan on trying to get a chicken egg based meat economy here eventually. I'm not at that point yet, but I hope to be. So one of the things I need to do, it seems unimportant, but I need to put slag back in that those positions. So I'll haul that slag in. Oh, we just finished a grand sculpture, and it is good. Miscarried due to poor health. Oh, wow, you went on a fight. Alright, I'm going to unrestrict the area now, because my people don't even have things to do anymore. And I think what I'll do here is, a bear is how fast? Because I'm going to need to kite it. 4.3. So Viho, you're out. Jones, you're good. Dan and Ash, I think you can outrun that as well. Ash barely can. What's wrong with Ash? Are you a slowpoke? Or are you slow? The Duster's slowing you down a little bit. Oh, because you're a teenager? That doesn't make sense. What? I'm pretty sure a 17-year-old is... That would give you a boost to speed, but, whatever. That's a bummer. I was going to have wolf pups, but Cadence picked a fight with a ibex, and she couldn't win fast enough, so she got beat up a little bit and miscarried as a result. May that be a lesson to you. Don't pick a fight with an ibex when you're pregnant. Oh, the life lessons you learn from RimWorld. Am I right? See, here, the Panthers, they're very, very good at hunting, so they down boars and things pretty quickly. What I think I'm going to do here now is just, I don't need any more butchery, so I'm just going to suspend that. I'll unsuspend it for this one last boar, though. So I don't need a rotten boar. Oh, I didn't see the turtle. I don't need a rotten boar or turtle sitting in my base. But now, I'll suspend it so that I can get to other things. I have some pet beds here, but actually it really benefited me not to have pet beds before because I could just uninstall them. So let me just put beds back. And this will keep the wounded closer, which maybe could have avoided that miscarriage mishaps, but maybe not. Maybe there was too much internal damage from that ibex. But at least this way these Panthers and all my other meat eaters get medical care. Am I out of vegetables again? No, not quite. I certainly have a lot of pemmican. I almost have 4,000, and for only 5 people, that's an enormous amount. Now, Jones, you don't do... I see. Because there's no art to be done, you won't do anything. Well, let's put you back on art then. Well, people's moods have rebounded. Maybe not Braga's, but everyone else has done a pretty good job of rebounding. Oh, and we got some fine meals. Things that need to be eaten immediately in this colony, because fine meals won't last long. Looks like I need even more animal spots, because I just have so many panthers. Oh, that's a tail. It looked like a knife for a second. I was like, hey, why hasn't that been hauled? But, yeah, Clockwork Minion, I couldn't agree. It is a pity that you can't assign pet beds, especially the ones you craft. I get not being able to assign, like, animal spots or whatever, but pet beds really should be able to be assigned so that your bonded animal can sleep with you, because I, in real life, have 3 pets, and they all sleep in my bed with me. And that's how life should be for a good pet. Now, I'm not saying if I had chickens or cows, I'd want them in my bedroom. God, probably not. Actually, certainly not. But I don't see how a dog wouldn't be a good companion to have. Alright, so who's my crafter now? Oh, still Braga. Alright, Braga, let's make a little toque. Shouldn't take you too long. I wasn't keeping bears on purpose. I didn't realize a bear had wandered into my base. Actually, that's not the bear that did the damage. The bear that did the damage was out in the wild and decided to chomp on me for no other reason than that it was hungry, but there was a lot of other targets to be chomped on, so that's the problem I had, which was given a lot of easier prey, I mean, I guess technically I was easy prey. It killed me. I killed it back, but, you know, whatever. What's done is done. Well, now that everyone's healed back up, did you get your medicine a little higher? Yes, you have. I think I'm going to cheat a little bit and operate on this right leg with regular medicine. I know how that sounds, but losing VHO when I'm already down to 5 would be a very unnecessarily large blow to my community. So I'm going to look the other way this one time. You know, it's when you turn to black magic to heal the important. And it worked. So now VHO is not super slow. Still slow. Still can't outrun, you know, deer or whatever. But at least it's a little bit better. Still one-armed, though. But that I will not be fixing quite yet. I don't know. That's a good question, if I can use pet beds. Oh, it blocks an interaction spot, so the easy answer is no. You cannot use pet beds. That's a good thought, though. Alright, so we're still hauling in, even though I've said no butcher, we're still hauling in dead animals that my my pets have killed. So what I think I'm going to do here is expand free roam to include this area. No, maybe I won't. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to deconstruct those for now. Not sure what I'm doing with them. How much is a duster? Duster is 80 ingredients. Alright, I'm going to make one Devilstrand duster. I should consider the magic mod? Well, so far this mod hasn't had any mods. This run is entirely mod-free. Now, if I was to consider a mod, I need to at least be familiarized with it. So, I'm not saying no, I'm just saying I have never used that mod, so I'd need to learn a little bit more about it. Alright, so Braga, you are the dumps because you're tired. Let's get you slept. I still have that poison ship that I've yet to deal with, which could prove to be a little problematic. I think the game owes me a colonist or two, given what it's been doing to me lately. Really? A rat bit you? Well, it's at least this is free medicine training, right? I've gotten my medicine up to 10, actually, by just patching my animals up that eat smaller animals. So maybe I shouldn't complain, I suppose. Now, I have said that I want to deal with the bears and the poison ship, but I'm really waiting on like another paw or something. I'll know this, that the situation calls for it when we're ready. Alright, so who is on my clean duty? I don't think I have a cleaner. Dan, you're going to be my cleaner now. This base is a little rotten, a little gross. So when you're not patching up panthers, we'll get you cleaning. Yeah, exactly. All these panthers that eat stuff. It's free medical experience, which is nice. Wow, this area down here got mightily filthy. The one thing I wish that they would do is to show you when you have an animal that needs medical attention, like they do with a colonist, because some of the animals I care about more than the colonists themselves, but that isn't an option, at least not in vanilla. Wow, you got real messed up from that ibex. Yeah, some of these ibex are feisty, you know, they can really pack a punch. Not all of them are like that, but some of them are. Even this panther took a wallop. Alright, so this is a really nice bedroom. I'm going to give it to Viho. Viho's been doing poorly mentally. I'm going to give Dan the last one. So that's all 5 people living on the west wall. There. And this last statue can go to the last bedroom. So everyone's going to have a grand statue in their bedroom. Which is, it means everyone will have very, very impressive bedrooms. Which is pretty cool. Good stuff. Yeah. Clockwork reminded me that my WoD series is way behind. I've been cutting the video because I'm trying to put it in 20-minute format, but that's proving to take a very long time. For every 20 minutes of episode, that's like 40 minutes of editing and rendering, which is a lot of computer time, given that I use my computer for other reasons, and when I'm rendering it kind of eats up the processor, and if I was to lower the priorities on that processor, then it would take even longer. It's kind of like a catch-22 there. I am getting through the backlog. It is just taking a long time. Alright, so we have our last statue. Yes, I am on the US East time zone. Didn't used to be, but I am now. Alright, so this is only somewhat impressive, mostly because the statue is crap, or at least crap comparatively. So I am going to queue up another statue that hopefully Jones will make better or something. So Jones's art, yeah, it's getting up there. Max learning is playing a huge role in why Jones can't progress further. But we're working on that. Oh, there's still so many grizzly bears. Oh, speaking of which, one of my panther pups, kittens, I don't even know what you call a baby panther, to be honest. It's not something I have to think about on a daily basis, but one of my panther pups just got eaten by this grizzly bear. This grizzly bear, high in the list of things I'd like to murder. So, without a further ado, I think that is exactly what I will do. I think what I'm planning on doing is taking pot shots on it, just so that it's bleeding fatally, and then retreat back to my base. Oop. Well, that worked out even easier than I thought it would. It didn't even know what to do. Do I know how to delete a steam geyser? I do not. I know you can do it in the dev menu, but I don't know if you can do it vanilla. And if I can, then I've never done it before. It's a strange question. Alright, we have, like, a stupid amount of food. Yeah, exactly, Freya. I'm not sure why you'd want to delete a steam geyser. Oh, it's in your way? Yeah, I'm sure through the dev menu somewhere you could just delete it. I'm actually positive you can delete it. Development mode. You go up to the dev tools. There's just a, wherever it is, there's just a delete tool. Destroy, and I think if you just clicked it, it would go poof, and you'd have no more steam geyser. But I'm sure that's something you can Google. It's not something I've ever done myself, so I don't know. So we've got a raid, and they're using sappers, and they spawned here. So my first question is, what do they have to sap with? Molotovs? That's it? Alright, that's good to know. What I'm going to do here is use my kill window in reverse and put my people up here. Because this kill window is a two-way window, this is going to get a little loud. So when they breach this door, they'll have access to this area here, but they will have nowhere to go, and I'll be able to shoot them for free. I can't necessarily say I meant to design it that way so perfectly as to be able to refute these kind of raids, but that's how it worked. So rare Thrumbo. Oh, two of them. Well, definitely gonna want a piece of that too. Hey, look, he frag grenaded himself. What a moron. Alright, so who's my fastest walker? Jones, I think it's you. I'm going to have you actually aid these raiders a little bit so they don't bust up my walls and stuff too badly. Oh, but also, animals. All go to locked up. I don't need these enlisted animals. Not this time around. So Jones has popped his her lovely little face open, out, or whatever you want to call it, to give my raiders a place to raid. So they should be pathing to me. Yeah, here they come. The AI doesn't quite know what to do with them because of the way my base is laid out. Psychic Soothe of male gender. Alright, I'll take it. And away they go. Easy peasy. No harm, no foul. Little bit of destruction, but no dead bodies. So Dan... Oh, you know what? I really don't care about that fire, like, at all. So don't worry about it. It's not going to set a granite wall on fire, so it's of no concern to me. Dan can't negotiate because Dan is unhealthy. Because Dan is unhealthy because why? You're sick? Urgently hungry. Alright, go eat. Alright. Now a steel door, however, will get set on fire, so we'll have to beat that one out. Alright, whatever, I don't care. I don't care. Negotiate away. Doesn't bother me that I have to pay a higher price. So I've got a lot of Pemmican here. Like, buckets of Pemmican. It's pretty cool. I'm going to sell my components. I'll buy the cloth, why not? I'm going to sell all of these leathers that I don't need. But probably keep Boomalope because I have the most of Boomalope. So if I needed to make bulk things, I could make it out of Boomalope. Sell the AO. Oh, I'm going to need to buy some stuff. Clearly. Sell the Luciferium and Go Juice. Luciferium is dangerous to keep around. I'll buy their plasteel though. Alright, I need some things to buy. So, crappy elephant skin duster, goodbye. Gold, hello? I'll take gold. Devilstrand parka would be nice, but I don't really want a parka. Which makes it too bad. And we're just about breaking even here. I'm going to double check, make sure there's nothing I missed. Bulls and cows. I really want chickens, but they have no chickens. And I don't think they... No, they didn't have any chicken eggs either. Alright, well, that's good enough. I guess. Oh, I can sell my beds. For a little bit of a profit, why not? Good old Rain putting that out. It's too bad I didn't get any prisoners off that raid. But they went down like rocks. Little I could have done. They're just so easy to kill, is I guess what I'm saying. Ooh, an eclipse. I'm not entirely convinced my people know what eclipses are. We are pre-astronomy, mind you. Do I need more human enemies to avoid the mecha? Probably. I am hostile with only one. I could mess up. Who are these people? You are from Hysenior. So I want to keep... I could probably go to war with Hysenior. Now, the problem right now is they outnumber me and would promptly kill me if I tried to attack them. So I think even if I do plan on going hostile, it's not with people that have guns and Muffalo that can bash me to death, like right at my gates. But that would certainly help if I went to war with all of the Outlander unions and only went allied with the tribe, which I had planned to originally do, and still may. Then I'll be better protected from the Mechanoids. Now the Mechanoids I don't really mind. It is fun. It's certainly fun to try to kill Mechanoids using primitive technology. That there's a beauty to that, I guess is what you can say. All right, let's. I don't think I can catch any of them on their way out to go hostile. Nope, I couldn't. Yeah, that might be true, but I'm pretty sure... Well, they're pre-scientific. So the thing is, Clockwork Minion points out that because they enjoy stargazing, they might not technically be pre-astronomy, but they're certainly pre-understanding of the stars and constellations. They don't... I guess I do know personally what north is. North is this way. But I don't know if my pawns know that. Who knows what pawns know? Pre-astrophysics, yeah. Well, they're pre-electricity, so I think that says even more. I mean, really, I could research drug production, and probably will at some point. But basically, this society is just pre-electrical. You know, pre-Benjamin Franklin era. But I'm trying to keep it tribal. Now, granted, it doesn't look like a tribe. I certainly have not made attempts to make it look like yurts and lean-tos or whatever. But, you know, you do what you can. Alright, so one thing I wanted to do was piss some Thrumbo off, which is pretty easy to do. Because Thrumbo horn and fur is highly prized and valued. And look, I pleased the gods in attacking said Thrumbo. And as a result, the eclipse has been lifted. Why is there a... Yeah, this should be no roof. Alright, one Thrumbo down. Two Thrumbo down. Dropping like rocks. So, actually, let's haul the medicine. The medicine's keeping that door open, which is problematic. Yeah, if one of the Thrumbos were to be tameable afterwards, I would have tried to rescue it and tame it. But they decided to not get wounded and go down, but to march through my field of death here. And as a result, I have nothing to tame. All right, Braga, let's butcher them before their fur becomes less valuable. Thrumbo fur has some pretty nice properties for protecting from piercing, slashing, that kind of thing. And of course, their horns are sadly a lot like rhino horns, valuable. So we have protected that lovely Thrumbo fur that I can make some good stuff out of. Braga here is thinking to himself, what the hell, there's so much meat! And you know what? He wouldn't be wrong. In fact, let's just extend the roofing over the center area. There's no need for things to go spoiling there. That is a good point, not to be pedantic, but they do repair things with welding. Stone walls, I don't think you can weld, last time I checked. I don't think I have to refer to Masonry 101 to know that. But whatever. Alright, Jones, how's your art? You're 15 now? Maybe once you're 16. Alright, so we have some starving animals because I've kept them locked up for too long. Gonna let them go. This spot here, I'm going to put Pemmican. If I told you to haul, where would you haul this? I don't even know. High stockpile. Let's call it preferred. Low stockpile, call it low, and make this normal. So that way, if it doesn't fit in this room, they'll actually haul it out to the animals, which could be useful for when they're in lockdown. They'll actually have a food source, because some of them just went starving, and starvation is a great way to end pregnancy, animal pregnancy. I'm not speaking of human pregnancy. We don't get that dark in this channel. So once I've filled this area up, which I just about have, we should be hauling this pemmican out to the animals, which we are. Perfect. So now they have a food source for when they're on lockdown, providing I keep hauling additional pemmican out to them, which I'm planning on doing. Now I don't want them to eat all that pemmican immediately, but it looks like the boom love's doing that anyway. Alright, probably... Oh, Ash. I didn't expect Ash to be the one with the mental break. Oh, that's cute. Providing this boom rat is not from Monty Python, I don't think it has a chance of downing Dan. That has happened to me once, where a boom rat one-shot me, but not this time. Not today. Alright, Dan's the one that's hurt, so has to be treated by Viho. Fire? Oh, that's not close enough to my base for me to care about. In fact, I don't really care about anything on my walls, just the walls themselves. As I said, granite walls they're not very flammable, like, at all. The doors are, sure, but the walls aren't. So I don't really care when the walls get set. So I was running out of herbal medicine before, but now I seem to have a plentiful bounty of herbal medicine, just because I've prioritized it. So now I have quite a bit over 100, which is good. I hope I don't need all that in the near future, but you never know. Things go wrong. One thing I should probably prioritize is the rearming of these deadfall traps. I'm going to have Dan get out of bed and start doing that. Because it would be dangerous to have an invader with no traps at the ready. Because it's a task that falls under, I believe, hauling, it is not a task that is particularly prioritized. Come on, stop attacking my doors. Jesus, guys. It's one little rat. Can't you take care of it? No, this way, Jones. Well, all you're doing is training Dan. So I guess a thank you is in order for tanking the boom rat. Yeah, I try to avoid friendly fire at all costs, like especially not standing right there. I think this boom rat's going to make it all the way through. Now, what animals... I can release animals, but I have no animals I can release. That's somewhat of a catch-22. Come on, boom rat, I'm over here. This has been the most difficult little boom rat ever. Alright, who's it chasing? Dan? There we go. Down it goes. Alright, Jones got bit a little. Have you rest, Dan? Have you patch up Jones? Oh, Jan, you got bit a little too. We'll have to patch that up as well. Which means you wait for Viho, I guess? Viho's the only other doctor here. I guess Jones, I can have you have a slight priority towards it, because you're at least interested in medicine. Meaning you aren't the worst doctor to ever grace this earth. Oh, and here we go. They're going to use sappers. It's really too bad I don't have anyone near that ship, because I could get them to fight the ship. So they have 2 frag grenades. Alright. Did everyone heal up? I sure hope so, because we are outnumbered with 0 cover. So unless I want them ripping through my base, I need to prep for this. Jones, 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 Jones. And the rest of the animals in lockup, except for the ones I've conscripted. I might need them. We'll see. Just gonna set them to release. Oh, I've got some panthers that are already on the case here, acting like animal shields in order to allow me to kill some of the sappers before they can do a lot of damage. So that's my plan. Unfortunately, I have to sacrifice panthers and wolves for it. That's why I had them. Alright, so 1 grenadier down. these panthers took out 2 at least on their own. 3, I think. The wolf took out another. Meaning that... Oh, you want to dance, boy? Oh, I guess my arrow did just bounce off your helmet, so I take that back. What are you trying to snipe? The boomalo? Now, fortunately, I know that the charge rifle has pretty crummy range, and I think they are all out of sappers, which means as long as I pull back, they're going to head for the kill window. I'd like to, alright, boomalope, you're alive. Whoa. Never mind, let's, I don't want you running back that way. Now, it's also, I have the possibility of recruiting some people here. I've got Jake, the jealous psychopath, and Mayo, the pyroman. Okay, never mind. Definitely not recruiting Mayo. Probably not Jake, but you never know. I do need people, so maybe I recruit Jake, the psychopath. Alright, boomalope is down. How does your hump get shot off? I wonder what that would look like. I have not a clue. Now, a lot of my traps haven't been reset, but I think I still have enough traps to deal with the remaining invaders. They still outnumber me considerably, but I've got quite the defense, whereas they do not. Plus, I'm not hurt, and a lot of them are. Oh, Jay down. Jay, are you recruitable? Chemical interest, neurotic, pyromaniac? Nope. Not really recruitable in my book. What's with all these pyros? See, here's one I'd like. 20 melee? Brawler? Why can't I have you incapacitated and not these others? Alright, they're fleeing, so actually, speaking of incapacitation, who's my best meleeer? Viho. The one-armed Viho? No, I don't think so. Jones. Go get the club. We gonna get clubbing. It's been a while since I've had someone that's worth recruiting. Now, who was it? It's this brawler here. I think I'm actually gonna continue shooting at the brawler just because Jones will get murdered by a level 20 brawler. Trying to capture him via shooting. Oh, they broke out. I'm probably not going to be able to get them. I forgot they're brawlers, so a steel door doesn't mean much to them. So they're gone, unfortunately, leaving me with a dog I'm going to euthanize, a panther. A panther I can save. Not a dog, a wolf. Shouldn't make that mistake. So, Psycho... Yeah, I'm going to recruit you just because I am really low on low on people, not animals. What about you, Boomalope? You... I'll save you, why not? Well, that could have gone a lot worse, honestly. I lost some animals, yes, but given how enormously outnumbered I was, it really could have gone a lot worse. Those animals definitely ran proper interference for me. Unfortunately, oh, crap. Didn't realize that panther was rescuable too, and that one's way gonna die faster. Alright, Dan, where are you? Right now, I'm just in the business of trying to patch up whoever's gonna die the first. I might still be able to save that panther, that's why I'm trying. Definitely will be able to save the boomalope. Now I'm going to switch doctors real quick, because Viha has one arm, which makes... Oh, didn't do it in time. Which makes treating slower. Ew, panther eating panther? Whatever, I'll look the other way. Alright, so all the ones that could be saved have been saved. Jake here will get the chat and recruit. Unless I need organs. Do I need organs? I don't think I need any organs. I think everyone that needed organs are now dead. Alright, so now they're on free roam again. Good. Solar flare, yeah, like that's a problem. So, because Jake here is a psychopath, all of his dead friends don't bother him, which will make recruiting him easier, but then he also doesn't care about the warden, so that's kind of a double-edged sword, I suppose. Alright, I'm tired of not having my traps armed, so I'm just going to force everyone to do it right now. At least a bulk of them, probably all of them. Very enjoyable noise that they make when you rearm them. It's oddly satisfying. Like knowing that you're setting something up that will murder invaders. At least that's how I like to think about it. Alright, so all those traps are done. Good stuff. My people are deciding to eat in the dark storage room, rather than, you know, the very impressive kitchen that I have. Good decisions. Solid decisions there. I do have some weapons and guns and people, and yeah, I have a considerable amount of, let's call it debris, for lack of a better term, that I have left to deal with from past raids. Something maybe I try to deal with sooner or later. Guess it's about time that I properly expand the hospital to the full size of a proper bedroom. There's no reason not to. I got the silver for the tiles, so let's get that going. I still have that poison ship, and it's been an hour and 40 minutes of me ignoring it. But with 4 attackers, I mean, yeah, if I forced it to come and attack me on my home turf, it would be a different story, and maybe I go ahead and do that. But I don't feel great about that arrangement. Alright, lovely. Let's take the granite blocks out, though. Now, does legendary beds provide any medical 10% and 10%? No. So legendary beds don't provide any medical purpose. And royal beds, same deal. So I'm not going to worry about them. Let's haul the blocks out of Dan's room. It's going to get a little nicer when we do that, I think. And we have another sculpture. A good one for now. Dan, let's haul the blocks out, put the sculpture in. Now you have a very impressive bedroom, same as with everyone else. Investing in art is good. Alright, so we have an artist of 15. I'm going to go ahead. I'll make another grand one. Try to get Jones up there even higher. I was planning on pulling the trigger on the gold statue, but I think that needs a little bit more skill first. Alright, so there's a lot of buckets of hide and stuff inside this room here. And wart. Let's fill that barrel. It's gonna set back that brew, but whatever. So Jake, despite being in 99 recruitment, oh no, Dan is not that great of a socializer, I should say. So it's gonna take a while for Jake to ever want to join me, but that's fine. It's training. Is someone missing pants? God. Yeah, Jones is missing pants and a shirt. That's something I could very easily fix. Braga. Let's get you tailoring, and then make pants and a shirt. I guess cloth. Perfectly fine material, not my preference, but... Huh. Boomalope is healing up from no hump. What else is wrong with you? No kidney, no lung. Took all the organs that you have 2 of. Interesting. I feel like my people have mad mood swings. They are ecstatic 1 minute and then depressed the next. I suppose it's fine. A little troublesome, but, you know, what can you do? Alright, so we have that shirt made that Jones can now wear. Shoddy. Thanks, Braga. I know you're capable of better, but you make shoddy nonetheless. Jones also equipped that Jade Club, even though those fleers made it out. So I want to re-equip the bow. Maybe I will have Jones go equip the club eventually to break that ship, but not yet at least. Escape pod. Princess. Pretty hard worker nudist, can't put out fires. Great skills, though. I need another prisoner bed. I'm going to make one, but I'll also put a temporary one. So, Jones, let's have you go capture Princess. Really good addition she'll make, I think. Awful bed. Great. Great work. Solid work there. I guess I can just reinstall one of these beds in there for now. So who's my best constructor? I used to have a good one, but now I think Jones is the best one at a whopping 9. Alright, Jones. Let's see what you can make at 9. Superior? I doubt it, but... Shoddy, alright. Nope, that's coming down. I'll leave that empty for now, until I have a better constructor. Alright, let's check out this percent. It's probably like 0.2, 0.5, alright, that's good. I think 0.5 is actually the minimum. Princess here, Shouldn't be that hard. Oh, it's almost that hard. That's too bad. Alright, Braga. I want you tailoring. I know cooking's important, but we can actually put it on Jones. Your wife, or wife-to-be. Why don't I assign some time for joy? I could. Because I'm not having mental breaks, I had like one wander in the last hour. It's not urgent that they have time. Plus, they are using it. You know, let's actually check. We got Viho, who's about to get this very impressive rec room. See if anyone else has used the rec room. Maybe not. Yep, no one else has used the rec room. That rec room isn't good at all? Well, it's very impressive. What are you talking about? It's got superior chairs. It's got nice granite chest tables. It's got horseshoe pins. It's got everything that someone would need. It even has light. It's very impressive. It doesn't get much better than that. All right, let's suspend butchering. Jones, yeah, that's right, you don't haul. Except for when you do. No TV? I don't know what a TV is. I have no notion of what that is. It's marble. It's marble floor. Are you kidding me? It's gorgeous. Beauty of 2 versus rugs, which is a beauty of 2. Yeah, I could make it silver, but you know, silver floor rec room? That's not for recreation. That's like decoration. I have a rec room after all. Alright, Dan. I have a task for you that I don't think you've taken a part in, but it is part of our tradition here, which is burning bodies. Because we don't have infinite room here. We need to clear out the old to make room for the new. Even if that means burning some perfectly butcherable corpses. I don't have a need for food, so... And then, let's clear the home area for in here, so things in here can burn freely, and go one step further and don't automatically assign house area. Go away. Stop putting the fires out. Keep them from spreading to, where'd my bow go? Alright, that's gonna be the new bow. Keep them from spreading to the doors, but let the bodies burn. There's some bodies that didn't quite get lit. That's alright. Oh, maybe the fires will spread. Alright, because I want only flammable things in there, I think for now, I'm going to dump the Mechanoids here. Maybe eventually will have a more dedicated space for them to celebrate my victory over machines, but that will do for now. Nice. easy location. It's roofed, so they won't decay. So if I do want to celebrate that I've destroyed them, they stick around. Another batch of beer. Good old brewing. Alright, so one way to make Princess happier is to strip her. She is, after all, a nudist, I believe. She is, let's see what she is. She's a pretty hardworking nudist. Alright. Well, she's pretty and is going to be walking around naked. That's, interesting. And she's a scientist. Not that I have need for one, but, you know, whatever. She'll be useful if I can ever recruit her. Psychic drone. At least it's on males, not females. Wow, look at all these wonderful mechanoids getting all stacked up. Dan's keeping it nice and clean, too. That's new and different. Whoever my hauler is slacking on their job, though. Who's my hauler? Viho. Well, that's just dumb of me, because he's got one arm. Ash, you'll be the new hauler. For future reference, one-arm haulers are not very good at their job, and that's not their fault. They got one arm. You can't expect a lot of hauling done from a one-armed man. That is a forever truth. Chocolate. Cool. I could use some of that. I even have a dedicated spot for it. Which means, Jones, are you doing something important? No, you're really not. Oh, but you don't haul. Dan. I don't know what you were doing, but let's go haul some chocolate. Oh, come on. Didn't haul all of it. Oh well. Oop, getting slightly above 0.5%. Even though there's a psychic drone in effect. That's pretty cool. See about princesses. 3.5%? Yeah, Princess will be joining us pretty soon here, I suspect. She's fully healed, so she's not going to be in pain soon. Yep. Sharing a bed, feeling terrible, but at least you're not in pain. Something's fighting something. Oh, yeah, there we go. .9%. It's only going up. Great. That's exactly what we want. Given that I only have 5 tribe members, the same amount that I started with. I think I'm better off now than when I started, but I'd like to have more to show for it, I think. I have a lot of dead mechanoids to show for it. And some soon-to-be dead mechanoids. Speaking of which, let's look at everyone's needs. Everyone is well rested. So, Dan, Ash, Jones, Viho. Alright, Viho, you're the one-armed man. What is this DPS? So what is my DPS with this? I know I'm one-armed, but 6.5. And then 7.7. Alright, Viho. Let's go get this party started. Animals, y'all get locked up. Princess was an escape pod drop, and Jake was an addition from capture. Alright. Enemies are on their way. Scythers first. Jones, Dan, and Ash gonna be ready. Scythers move fast, so I want to be in position for when they come. And the remainder, well, I simply don't care about the remainder yet. They're slow. Boom! One down. That was quick. The other down. They all can go back to what they were doing before. Viho here. Is there a way for you to get to base without these Mechanoids messing with you? Not yet, but soon. Soon there'll be a gap to get Viho to join them. I think that gap just opened itself up now. So I'm going to thread the needle here and get back inside. Perfect. Let's get you your bow back. Oh, and we're in a daze. That's unfortunate. I really hope you don't step out. If it looks like you're going to step out towards the Mechanoids. Oh, who let you inside? Alright, that hurts. Animals, you're all going to go to the refuge right about now. Did I had a door there. It must have just busted it while I wasn't looking. Oops. Game got minimized. Alright. Place the door. Jones, go rest. Dan, go wait to patch Jones up. Did I just have a panther die to an ibex? No, I did not. That would have been really pissed me off. Alright, so I have 2 caterpillars incoming now, 1 soon. And I've got only... Well, I guess I can patch some tribe members. I suppose I can patch Jones up so that Jones can fight, which means Jones and Dan will be the only fighters. Unless I want to wake Ash, but Ash is not doing that well mentally. Not in a very good mood. Alright, so Jones, Dan, I guess I'll wake up Ash anyway. Gotta do what you gotta do, right? Gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, so Jones should be all patched up. Yep, Braga is running around. Errand boy as he is. No, as long as Viho doesn't wander towards the death trap area, I think we're good. Alright, 2 down, 1 to go. And I have a raid. They'll prepare a while and then attack. Let's... Oh, alright, so 1 has a Doomsday Launcher. Oh, are you kidding me? My visitors have gotten themselves murdered. Nothing I could have done for them. But that Doomsday Launcher will likely be used on this Mechanoid, so that's kind of lucky. I mean, of course, the Doomsday... Oh, are you eating my heal root? You don't get to do that. There we go. That was the Doomsday Launcher in use there. Unfortunately... Wow, that's loud. This Mechanoid wasn't able to do very much to these incoming pirates. One is fatally bleeding, but all the rest seem to be fine. That's fine. They still have to run my gauntlet of death. And as long as I can keep Viho from wandering in there dazed, we are good and gravy. Let's take these bots out, though. Give them less cover between slag stockpiles. Alright, Viho is starving, but I can't do anything about that until he decides not to be crazy no more. Why would we need that launcher? We're a tribe. We're never going to use weapons like that. And I don't prize a weapon like that. It's evil magic is what it is. Alright, Jones, how are you doing? Training. Alright, now they're coming. So no matter what anyone was doing, I need everyone into position. So I bet I kill all the good characters and wound all the bad ones. Were you a bad one? Let's see. No, you were pretty bad, actually. Oh, coulda got you, Jogger Industrious Pessimist. Oh, Mole. Slowpoke Brawler Night Owl. You're okay. I don't really love Night Owls because of their sleep schedule. Ironically, I happen to be one, sort of, sometimes. But I will try to recruit Mole. Now, anyone that walks into here is certain dead. Wow, your name is Fugly? That is unfortunate. Steadfast, chemical interest. Cool. Trigger happy, ugly. Staggeringly ugly, careful shooter, lazy. Alright, Dan, stand there. Ash, stand there. Jones, stand there. Oh, nope. May is leaving. Mel, rather, not May. Been playing too much Overwatch, I guess. Steven's leaving. Alright, so I'm going to recruit these two. They're not phenomenal, but they'll do in a pinch. Now, because they were pirates, my chance to capture them is probably dismally low, but whatever. I got a lot of food, so we'll go ahead and try. I do need to get rid of these weapons, though. Having a lot of expensive weapons, a little bit problematic. They'll draw more attention to me. Alright, Dan, let's patch these people up. Let's see what their health is at, actually. Alright, neither of them are fatal, but one is dying a heck of a lot faster than the other. So let's patch up the almost dead one first. Did you finish? You did. Oh, wow, you're fast. Let's get the other one now. Time just slowed down, but why? Oh, lightning struck my panther. That's cool. Well, I'm letting the panther free roam now. It should say, rather than burn, it should say, like, electrocuted. Or something more obvious that it was lightning. Well, this is like the preface of a really bad porno. 3 pirates and a naked chick that fell from the sky, sitting in a room with nothing to do, but I didn't write that story. Information broker. I don't know what an information broker is. I'm gonna look that up real quick. RimWorld Information Broker. Because if you know the backstories, you can kind of know what they're gonna not be able to do. Information broker is worth recruiting as long as her childhood. Dumb labor, firefight, plant work, mining. That's fine. I mean, dumb work, dumb labor is annoying, but you know, you don't win everything. At least I'll have another shooter, so let's get you. Did you come here naked? Yes, you did. So I need shirt, pants, duster, toque. And here's the raid. Providing they don't have, they're all melee. Alright, that's good. I was going to say, providing they don't have any doomsday launchers, I think we'll be alright. So we have Viho, who's refusing to shoot. I'm surprised Viho is still upright and standing, honestly. Given that, he's starving and exhausted. Alright, so Pyrrha, who I'm just going to call Pi for right now, because that's an annoying name to keep pronouncing. Yeah, it depends where you get struck by lightning. So, Clockwork is saying the currents aren't what injures you. Well, if the current runs through your chest, the current is what kills you, because it can stop your heart. And that happens. But if it's a limb, yeah, then it's just burns, plasma burns. All right, so we have them coming up now. I need to start manning the walls. Wake everyone up off their duty. The pond pool is pretty decent. I'll grant you that. Viho, can you just pass out already? Jesus. I've half a mind to arrest you for being insane. Alright, so they're going to burn a lot of my crops up here, and I'm probably not going to down a lot of them. They're probably going to run into my death maze, more likely. Really? You're gonna bash my door? You do realize I have 2 doors, you idiot. I build to survive. Alright, Pi, you don't have a left eye. It was cut out. What were these pirates doing to you? Jesus. What happened to Braga? Braga decided to get beat up outside. That's what happened to Braga. Oh, Panther. I guess I do have you on free roam, so I can't fault you for roaming. Panther 2. Now, I have multiple Panther 2s, so I don't know which one this is, but if it's Jones's, you're released to fight. And it was Jones, I think. Got some roasted corn, some popcorn. It'd be cool if popcorn, or if corn that was on fire made popping noises. Alright, Panther's down. Oh no, that was the real Panther 2 right there. Alright, so instead of this continuing to happen, let's lock all the animals up. Oh, one made it through because he bashed through both sets of doors and is bashing Viho. Interesting. One-armed Viho won the fight against someone that had a mace. He punched him out, one-armed. Yeah, Viho is a legend, honestly. There's no way to describe Viho other than just legendary, straight up legendary. Look at all these animals go to where they belong. It's funny. Alright, so I have some downed people. Lazy, neurotic, and gay. Lazy and neurotic. I have enough people that can't do dumb labor. That's really problematic. So the problem I now face is I got Viho here in kind of the line of fire with animals go to refuge. I'm sorry to make you go back and forth, back and forth. I got Viho here with a bunch of meleeers coming in dangerously. Alright, so he's down, not mortally wounded. So I'm gonna start running back. And these guys might steal some stuff. Oh, they're unburying my dead? That's not cool. Alright, let's try to lure them. So they're trying to take Viho. Let's I think they're gonna exit this way, so I'm gonna cut them off. Okay, you are clearly assholes. You've kidnapped all that you can. Can you go home now? Alright, so all the animals that I can release, I'm gonna release on these guys to encourage them to leave. Panther 2 I cannot. So where is Jones? Jones is over here. Already set to release. Perfect. Tortoise revenge. What did I ever do to the tortoise? So something killed that one. Prisoners are escaping because they bashed their way in. There's nothing I can do about that right now. I'm just focusing on them not getting Viho. Which means not firing on them, but meleeing the captor. Alright, let's have all you melee him. So I don't want to kill Viho in the process. He's already starving and tired. So this works. Boom. Viho is saved. Oh. My fleeing prisoners are going to murder themselves. Just about. Viho's fine. And no immediate danger. Dan's a little peeved, as am I. These pirates were annoying. Come on, I've released you. Go. Kill Maria, or whatever her name is. Alright, whatever. There's real work to be done here. Obviously, all my beer is burning. Let's see, what else? Got a door missing. Door missing. They left the temple alone. Jake is eating. Alright, so Dan, let's have you go treat. Ash and Jones, we'll put that out. Jones, let's try to arrest Jake. If you can catch him in time, you might not be able to. Oh, yeah, you got him. So I'm going to turn my hospital into a makeshift prison. So I can recapture my prisoners. It's not a great prison, but it'll have to do. Those pirates really bashed their way through everything here, as you can see. Oh, there's still more of them? Holy hell, I had no idea. And then there's Braga up here. Oh, Braga has no chance of living. Had my hands full too long and Braga has bled out for being a pacifistic loser. But Dan got knocked out by Princess. Man, isn't this lovely? But then some random ostrich took out Princess. What a weird stroke of luck there. So now I have a proper, yep. Let's displace you. A proper hospital. Nope, I don't need that area anymore. Man, this is a mess. It's always a mess. Jake died of blood loss. That's entirely your own fault for trying to escape. So who would I even have left? Let's see, I've got Mole here. You door on your way out, didn't you? Dan, what the fuck are you doing down there? Seriously. What in God's name are you doing down there? Trying to save a bloody boomalope? Brilliant. And now there's Angry Cougar running around trying to eat everyone. Oh, and apparently you burn-scarred your own eyeball. You, sir, are a winner. Now, where's this cougar? What is this cougar doing? It wants to. I don't know if I want to go in there, because it wants to kill me. Yep. That's a big fuck that. Cadence. You're just gonna get bit by a cougar and ignore it? Alright. That's cool. Can someone fight the cougar? Cadence, you are a wolf. You are being bit by a cougar. Attack it back. Alright, that's a whole lot of stupid here. Now, if I had the people of able-bodied people, I would do something about it, but I'm really not in a position to at the moment. Come on, you're a fucking panther. Just eat the cougar already. Hell, like a golden retriever can even take some cougars down. Now, if everyone wasn't so prosthetic rule, yeah. I mean, ultimately it became the game counts every pawn as like, well, it counts every pawn, right? But if your pawns are all, you know, there is no peg arm. I guess that's the problem. If there was peg arms, I'd consider not lifting that rule, but there are no peg arms. And I have too many people that can't do anything. The blind can't lead the blind, you know? Alright, don't repair the walls, build the doors. Alright, so this cougar killed itself or something. I don't know what happened, but let's tend to Dave now. And then we'll tend to the other panthers. Psychoid leaves. Yeah, forget it. I don't need psychoid leaves. Great. No dumb labor for either of you. 11. No one wants to cook. Viho cooking would be dumb. He has one arm. It'd take forever. Alright. There's those priorities. Pi, how does it feel to be the only able-bodied, non-wounded person right now? Must feel pretty good. Viho, how about we treat Dan? I know he doesn't deserve it, but let's pretend he does. You are severely ill with malnourishment. Alright, so I do have... Oh, boy. They're starving. Yeah, Glitter World Meds is honestly... Oh, alright. No one going to the hospital. A bit of a bug as it is now. Even Tynan has acknowledged that it is a bit of a bug, where the only reliable way to survive surgeries is Glitter World medicine. That's sort of, as it was said by Tynan himself, unintended, and likely to change next patch. So that sort of sucks. Alright, let's get a really crummy sarcophagus going here. Look at this lovely rec room. Just lovely. Oh man, this rec room has been effed. Flattened into the ground. Alright, Ash. You're wandering. Well, you'll stop wandering soon. Extreme exhaustion, more like extreme pain. That's just misinformation there. Alright, so these tables are getting replaced. I do need a cleaner. Dan is still prioritized to clean. Let's clean some blood up in here. Trying to bring that malnutrition down. Easier said than done, honestly. Little World meds aren't overpowering, no. Well, I guess in a way they are, only because of the way medicine currently works in this Alpha 16. But they won't be overpowering next patch, once they get balanced again. But they're not balanced right now, so... Given that they're not, I guess, they could be considered overpowering. Or sufficiently powering. Really, what it is regular medicine and herbal medicine is very underpowered. I think is the better way to look at it. Alright, Jones, let's bury Braga. The philanderer Braga. Oh, you'll never haul. Alright, Viho gets 2. Twitchy Scyther, good night. Same with you. Now there's a whole lot of animals out here that I don't suspect will live very long, only because they were burned and wounded for a very long time, and probably a lot higher prone to infection. But if I keep them, I keep them. I just don't... It just might not happen like that. Oh, joy! A swarm of Muffalo? Don't mind if I do. Making sure no one's outside of my base. I count 4. Where's the 5th? No, I count 5. Alright. Ash. Now is maybe not the best time to be running out like that. Just thinking that might be hazardous to your health. And... Dan, you don't have a bow, do you? You got incapacitated and lost yours. Let's get you one of those. And here they come. The march of the Muffalo. I don't think I meant to do that. That was a mistake. I meant for you to move, not arrest. I've not made that mistake in many alphas. That's funny. Alright, who's the fastest mover? Still Jones? Jones, let's get them in play. Alright, all of my animals go to refuge. Because these Muffalo are assholes and they're beating you up. Manhunter really should be called crazed or something, because they don't just hunt men. Game was right for Alpha 15 and earlier, but now that herbal medicine has such a high failure rate, even a level 20 doctor in a perfectly sterile environment has a high chance to fail. Are you not manhunters anymore? I suppose you're not. They're just wandering. It took too long. Cool. I don't have to kill all those buffalo now. Well, some of you are manhunters. What is going on? Some are manhunters, some are not. Like half became... No, there's... It's very weird. Yeah, about half of them are still manhunters. Which means I have to keep them from going outside for prolonged periods of time. What's going on with cadences here? Just hanging out down there? Alright. Alright, so Dan, you're accounted for. Ash. Come on, manhunters. Alright, now they're all asleep. So I am free to move about again. Oh, and a boom rat now. Crazy animals. Wow, the Storyteller really wants to kill me, it seems. It's been doing its damnedest. I somehow have managed to stave off certain death and traded it for impending death. Viho, this is your new bedroom. Much lovelier bedroom. Well, the dining room is back to very impressive, despite the shoddy furniture it now contains, which is good. Pie, you have nothing to do? Let's see about your priorities. There's no animals to train? I bet there are. Yeah, there are. Where'd that boom rat go? Alright, it's coming in. Or thinking about coming in. I'm not exactly sure. Indecisive boom rat. Come on, boom rat. I'm gonna see if I can't encourage it a little. And it's down. Alright, I'm gonna lift the refuge order. Still want a toque, still want a duster, so that works. Three prisoners that I'm still trying to recruit. Dan should be getting more skilled now. Oh, Houdini. That's a good name. Good, solid name there. Alright, who is my... Oh, I know why you're not tailoring. Because I've told you you can't. It's probably a pretty good reason, right? high. You are idle. 4, 6. Well, you're both suck at crafting. But I'll let you craft, at least. If you want to make blocks or something. I really don't know what I want you to do. Maybe cook? Oh yeah, you're our cook. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you suck at it, but there's some cooking to be done. Alright, let's get cooking. Get cooking! I think the story of my tribe is really, it's like a permanent state of like recovery. Which is a little rough. But fun. A lot of fun. Ooh, that got dark. Boomlope is pregnant. I'm pretty sure, yeah, you all can free roam, but they're choosing to lay there. That's funny. Alright, let's shut down these twitchers. I'd shoot at them, but I just have so many other higher prioritized tasks. Things I deem a little bit more important than twitching robots and getting my shooting skill up. Oh, they're in the dark now. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that they don't appreciate being in the dark. Ooh, some bulk goods from the tribe. Oh, that's nice. Eventually, they'll be my sole and only trading partner. Yeah, everyone in my stream channel is talking about social fights. You're absolutely right, they can be grim. I've had people die to social fights, and worse. I think I'm gonna disallow these animals so they can feed the panthers and whatnot. You are still free to roam. It's funny. They've elected to stand there. Alright, Dan, let's see. Let's see what I can trade to Les Tribals. No. I can buy sows and alpacas. Buy boom rat meat and whatnot. Don't need that. I'll buy cloth. Sell my leathers. I'm even going to sell the boomalope leather. Keep the Thrumbo fur, though. Always. Always, always. Sell the wake up. I might buy the joints only to reduce my silver count. So I'm going to sell my plasteel and buy joints. And this will help decrease my my net worth considerably, I think. Which is pretty important. And I might even buy beer for that same reason. Yeah. I'll buy the steel table. And what else is there for me to buy? I was gonna say I'd buy beer. So I'm gonna buy 300? No, 50, 40 beer. Looks good to me. Of course, it's really not. It's hugely in their favor, not mine. But that's what I was aiming for. So if we look at my history, yeah, I bumped it down a little. I still have a lot further to go, but I'm working on that. prison break. Yeah, I don't think you're getting out. You could have timed that better, because, you know, I kind of have, like, lots of allies, like, just kind of waiting for you. You really didn't think that through, did you? Like, not even a little bit. I've never seen a more worthless prison break in my life, to be honest. But hey, the upside, wow, even the pigs took part, started biting them. That's funny. Some pig justice. So Dan's getting to be somewhat of a good doctor here, which is cool. Ooh, that's bad. I've actually had a prison break where they picked up a doomsday launcher. That's not fun. That's distinctly and definitively not fun. I'll tell you right now. Doomsday Launch and Prison Break is a scary, scary prison break. Alright, so looking at my history, yeah, it dropped a little bit. Now the problem is, it's late fall now, and my Devilstrand's still not done growing. Only 70%, so I might go ahead and harvest early. It's something I haven't been doing in the past, and it's really been biting me in the butt for it. Binging on beer. But I think at this point, I'm just a little shy of 3 hours. I think I might wrap things up soon. I'm going to try to get to a place of relative stability. Relative being the key word here. Where I don't have any brews, beer. Alright, let's go. Oop, didn't mean to drop a corpse on you, but let's go heal the bruises. Here's a fun fact. The actor that played Khal Drogo, or as I like to think of him, Ronan from Stargate, Atlantis, his facial scars is from a pint glass, or like a beer bottle or something like that, from a bar fight that he got. So yeah, beer bottles don't bruise, they cut. Well, I guess if they're not empty and they're pressurized inside, maybe they'd bruise, but they're way more likely to cut. Hammered! Yeah, alright, you're no longer binging, that's good. So you are puking everywhere. Alright, so no one's binging. This is somewhat of a good place to stop. I have a few fewer colonists or tribe members than what I started with, which is unfortunate, but you all saw what I had to deal with. I had to deal with Manhunters, Sappers, I think 3 Doomsday Launchers, Bears. Honestly, the raids weren't that much of a problem. What the problem was the random bear attacks, honestly. Dwight Schrute had a pretty good point. Bears are dangerous. So on that note, I'm going to call this episode over. I'm going to stick around in the chat for a little bit if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feedback, etc. I always appreciate likes and subscribes. I'm pushing towards 1,000. I'd love to hit it. only because I think YouTube has a new thing where they award people that hit 1,000 or something. I don't know. But whatever the case may be, I appreciate it, whether it benefits me or not. And I hope to see a lot of familiar faces next time. I'll try to get a schedule out for you guys. But thanks for watching, everyone. Adios.